Welcome once again to Musings by Danon. Today we're going to cover a fantasy rom-com manga about a woman who doesn't think she has any charm and never had time for romance, and the young man who is in love with her. That's right, it's How to Treat a Lady Knight Right by Kengo Matsumoto. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to get notified of new content. Leo Cornelia is the strongest knight in the kingdom. She keeps her hair short to keep it out of her eye, never wears makeup, and her body is covered in scars from years of serving the kingdom and slaying its enemies. Her father raised her from a young age to be the strongest person alive. Growing up, she's never had a dollhouse or even a doll. Her only toy was a sword, and playtime involved using that sword to become stronger. Because of this training and her attitude, people never saw her as a woman. They only saw her as a knight. She was a fellow soldier, someone to respect and perhaps fear, but not an object for romance. Leo saw many women get swept off their feet when wooed by men, but she wasn't jealous. That life wasn't for her, and she'd accepted that. Until one day, a young mage named Huli Dent confessed his love to her. Leo was surprised, but thought it was a trick. After all, how could anyone love her with as many scars as she had? Her body was not made for love, but for combat. But Huli persisted. "I do love you," he says. "I love you as a woman. You're the most beautiful person in the world to me. The way you walk, your face, your abs. Your abs are your best feature." As they say, everyone has a type. And Huli's type is a woman with a six-pack. Leo's stomach, on display beneath her breastplate, was the thing that drew Huli to her. The cut of her muscles, the firmness beneath her skin, the way the sweat glistened as it slid down her belly. Huli fell in love with her at first sight, and no other woman would ever measure up to Miss Leo. Leo, of course, doesn't know how to handle this. At first she thought he was trying to confuse her so she'd let her guard down. But then she realizes this young mage is serious. Leo is not equipped to deal with this at all. She's never been treated as a woman before. Blushing, she flees from Huli. As I stated at the beginning, this is a rom-com, which means comedy in addition to romance, but mostly comedy about romance. One of the running gags in the manga is that Leo doesn't understand why anyone could ever find her attractive and pushes Huli away from her, but she gets jealous whenever any woman tries to start a relationship with Huli. Despite being an adult character, when it comes to romance, she's very much a tsundere teenager, and it's adorable to see that gap moe in action. Though the manga is complete, only one volume has been officially released. I encourage you to purchase the first volume and make inquiries as to when volume 2 will come out. I absolutely love this series and want to have it on my shelf, so please, Soul Press, release more volumes in physical. I will buy them all, and since I'm working part-time at a comic book store, I'll order more for the store and sell them to customers. The series needs to be known far and wide. It is delightful and fun and a little lewd, but not grossly so. So please finish translating it and print it so we can all enjoy it. I'm keeping this video short because I don't want to spoil too much about the series. Lots of characters get introduced over the course of its 130 or so chapters. Though you can kind of guess how the series ends, the path it takes to get to that ending is often surprising. I had a lot of fun reading it as it was coming out, and I hope that Soul Press releases the rest of the series so we can all enjoy it. Thank you once again for tuning in. Once again, my name is Danon. Huge shout out to my editor, Cute Stuff. You can purchase Volume 1 of How to Treat a Lady Knight Right from Bookwalker in the link below. If you have a suggestion for a future video, please leave a comment below. Thanks once again, and I'll see you all again next time.